Dolphins and Steelers and Rodgers and Tua, and it started slowly and coldly. Now we're midway through the first quarter. Dolphins with the ball, and Neek, what is this?
Yeah, this is only a two-man route against the zone coverage. Cloud over to Waddle, and then the ball just kind of hangs up there.
Cloud over.
A little long.
He was playing a game, just pitch and catch, bro. Somebody on the defense gonna get that one.
Vaguely resembled a punt. And then on the other side, Jeff, this is my favorite player in the NFL, Darnell Washington.
Listen, if it's 17 degrees, you want to stick your head in front of that massive human being? No, thank you. You know what? Let's just escort him to the sideline.
He's one tight end, and then J-Mac Hughes, another Connor Hayward.
Scoring touchdowns, rushing it in there. Connor Hayward. Aaron Rodgers in that formation just stands back there with his hands in his pocket.
Yeah.
7-3 Pittsburgh at the half. Now Rodgers and Graziano. Here's an old friend, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
It's unbelievable. They bring in Valdez-Scantling. They bring in Adam Thielen. You can say a lot about the Steelers, but they never give up on that roster.
14-3 Pittsburgh. And now look at Jalen Ramsey.
They blitzed the safety right there. Nowhere to pick up. No one open. Tua back there all alone.
Down. I mean, Tua, you can't hold the ball 10 minutes, bro. Throw the ball away.
Tua sacked 4 times on the game. 3rd and 6 now on the next Steeler drive, and there's the other big tight end. They got a lot out of the tight ends last night. As Freiermuth moving the chains. And then, Nick, every once in a while, he still can make a throw like this.
Oh, yeah, the arm strength is still there. He fits it into a very tight window. He throws the hell out of the ball, and then DK throws the hell out of a safety, and we're in the end zone.
It's Luka Fitzpatrick that he throws.
We don't name names, man. We don't got to name names.
Putting them on front.
Yeah, I said a safety.
Rodgers, 23 of 27, 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then just for good measure at the end, what are we seeing here, Jonnu Smith?
Well, Jonnu Smith was a member of the Miami Dolphins a year ago, and this one is just for good measure. You go ahead and get you one, too.
Jonnu Smith is not a running back, guys.
Say Teddy? Teddy?
Arthur Smith offense, all the tight ends eat.
Steelers,
every one of them.
Big, and afterwards, Aaron was in a very good mood.
I love being here in this city. I love the organization. It's been a lot of fun for me to be able to play for Mike Tomlin. There's a lot of good guys on this team, guys that care about it, guys that feel like they got a lot to prove. But my one question is, where the hell is my tequila?
A ver, con el tequila disfruta, Tomlin. A ver. 1, 2, 3. Monday Night Football!
How do you not love that guy?
John's great.
Okay, what are we going to say this morning? All right, they're 8-6. They won a game last night against a team that had been hot. I mean, say what we will about the Dolphins. Dolphins came in kind of hot. Steelers steamrolled them that second half. All of a sudden, they got a little distance between themselves and the Ravens. Rodgers looks a little bit better. What do we say about him this morning?
Best game of their season. And listen, it's theirs to lose. If you're being frank about this division and about how they played last night, they played their best football last night. And their defense shut down a very good run game from the Miami Dolphins. They were the most physical team. And then Rodgers, for whatever we want to say, he plays like that, they're going to have a shot in the playoffs. That's the reality. This is what they wanted from him. If the defense played like it did, and Rodgers can give them that. But here's the part that was a surprise to me. They ran the ball extremely well against it. They have not run the ball well all season. Now, the Dolphins in frigid temperatures haven't always showed up.
Right.
So, maybe we can it's skewed a tad bit, but if you're the Steelers fans, you got to be excited.
It's disrespectful, I think, on some level to ask the question this way, but I'm going to. The Steeler performance last night, something or nothing? Like, was that worthy of significant conversation or not?
I mean, it's something. I think it's something. I don't want to disregard the Dolphins. They have been playing better. This team, I guess it's about what your expectations are for this team. If this was a team that was on the rise, an up-and-coming team, I'm saying they're getting hot at the right time.
Yeah.
Anything can happen for this team in the playoffs. But it's different. This is a team whose fan base is exhausted by just making the playoffs. And then I look at them and they played well, but I don't see a team that's going to go on a run in the playoffs because Aaron Rodgers isn't going to have that much time in the pocket in any of these games. They're not going to have quarterbacks that they face that aren't up to par.
Arm punts?
That's not what they're going to see. And I'm hesitant to get up on a high horse thinking that the Steelers are going to make a run.
And I'm with you on that. I think if you're a Steelers fan, though, the positive you take away was that was the Steelers' brand of football they want to play. It was ugly for most of the part of the game. They were running the football on defense. Think about it. They played Buffalo a few weeks ago. Coming into that game, you knew Buffalo was going to just run the football, and they ran it right at them and ran it down the throat. And then last night, we watched watching a Miami team that you knew they were coming in to run, and they stopped the run.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to look at it another way, that's exactly how Pittsburgh wants to win games.
Yeah, Jimmy, positive.
I see it. However, the Buffalo running attack is very different from the Dolphins running attack. Dolphins running attack is like it's kind of tricks, it's scheme. The Bills running attack is in your face.
Yeah.
I was told Dolphins have the center that's playing the best in the league. Like that running attack is real. Look, give the Steelers credit for last night. They were without T.J. Watt. They went into the game 1-10 all time without T.J. Watt. They won the game. Harmon, the rookie, first-round draft pick, was not playing, and that obviously is a key part of the run defense. They played an excellent game. If you are a Steelers fan, you have reason to believe your team will win the AFC North and represent, that division in the playoffs. What happens after that, I think, is the crux of it, right? Like, does this strike you as a team that is any different from last year's Steelers or the year before when they get to the playoffs or just barely miss, and then they're eliminated in the first round? I don't see it. I don't feel any differently about the Steelers after last night than I did before.
Yeah, it's fair.
The Dolphins show up in that weather that they can't play. Tua throws that Asante Samuel Jr. picks that ball off. Like, that ball was in the air so long, Asante Samuel III might have had a chance to catch it. Like dead serious. Like, what is wrong with you?
Great line.
The chances of the Steelers facing the Dolphins in the playoffs, I think, are pretty slim.
As of last night,
That won't happen.
So I'm not necessarily buying it.
I mean, I think the optimistic view is while this Steelers team doesn't look much better than last year's Steelers team, the surrounding teams in the playoffs don't look as good as last year's surrounding teams. So, like, there is a chance that you could make all the teams that they're going to have to face in the AFC are very flawed. Like, they aren't just like small issues with those teams. They all have major issues. Yeah. The Steelers' issues just seem to be more multiple.
Most of them try to tackle.
That's a fair point.
I have another question coming off of last night. I was going around the horn on this one time. They get mad at me in Miami because they perceive me to be a Jet fan. It is what it is. I don't care.
If
you own, no, what I'm saying is, anytime I say anything, Hembo and I said something about when they traded for Tyreek Hill once, and they still bring it up. But the point of it is this: if you're the owner of the Miami Dolphins, you're officially eliminated last night, and you're asking yourself, I want to go forward, I want to win a championship. The two most important people on a team are the head coach and the quarterback. You got decisions to make on both of them right now. Do you think you have one or both or neither of the right people in place?
Ooh, I'm probably one. They're probably going to, with what already happened this year, they're probably going to stick with McDaniel, but they're stuck with Tua. And can he do it? Is he their future? You can't get back. Like, the check's written that the kind of the die is cast here, and you're going to ride with Tua. You're $100 million for the next couple of years. I mean, it'd be a very difficult situation, and so I don't know that you have either, but you may have to be stuck with both, honestly.
Just so people are clear on the magnitude of the die that is cast.
Yeah.
He is guaranteed $54 million in salary next year.
Right.
And to release him would cost them $99 million in dead money on their salary cap. For comparison's sake, Denver did it with Russell Wilson last year and took an $80 million salary cap hit. Now, Denver made the playoffs last year, and right now they'd project to be the 1 seed in the conference. So you can do it and have success as long as you have the replacement. So is Miami going to find that? That's the question. If you want to move on from Tua, you have to have somebody to pivot to.
I think some of the things that Mike McDaniel has done is shown like a very good ability to convert an offense in the season. He's done it this year. He did it with Tua in the first place. How they ended up with signing Tua to this long contract was Mike McDaniel walked in, saw a quarterback who didn't have a super strong arm and an offensive line that couldn't protect, and he created an offense that took over the league for like half a season. So I think if you look at it that way, you're like, I want to keep that guy. Yeah. We got to find the other pieces that'll help him, a defense that will support him, a quarterback that they think that they have a long-term future with, because it doesn't seem like it's Tua.
And that's the issue. When you hear what Graj just said, if you're going to keep Mike McDaniel, then it sounds like you're keeping him and Tua to come back. So what do you expect to be differently? Because with those two guys there, when Tua hasn't been in, it's been way worse for the offense. So to a certain extent, you can make the argument for Mike McDaniel, but they're going to be a package deal because of that contract. And it's hard to believe that this is going to be a team that's going to go further next season.
I got to find your Daniel Jones.
I can't believe that we created a scenario where we're all billionaire owners of a football team, and we care about this. And we care about the quarterback and head coach. I'm getting on my private jet. I'd like to go to my island.
I would be making these decisions from the private jet on my island.
There you go.
All right, let's run the hurry up, guys.